So it's very daunting to think that who are you to write a book, right? And so there is a shift you have to make in your mind to say, my story is worthy without me having to inflate it, pepper it up, salt it up. My story is worthy. My personhood is worthy enough. I think then you got to decide if you're going to self-publish or you're going to go get an agent and you're going to publish, right? Those are the two roads. I just started with self-publishing and I did really good self-publishing because I built an audience. And so one of the things I would just encourage you to do if you're an aspiring author, don't be afraid to get very narrow on your content and who you are and just build an audience, right? I mean, if you write something and there's nobody to buy it, then it's just going to sit on the shelf, right? So go build an audience, go be visible online, go do the podcast. This is why we're starting the podcast again, right? We want to get back visible in the public light and draw our tribe to us. But if you want to take the route of an agent, Kyle, sometimes that's a very, very, very long route. It's a hard route. And maybe you know someone, maybe you don't. And what I would say is that's what you desire. Have your proposal ready. Okay. Let me give you an example. So I was looking for an agent for maybe 2 to 3 years. And I knew that this book, Awaken, I knew that I wanted to publish it, not self-publish it. I knew that. So I go to this event. A guy introduces me to a company, to an agent, his agent. And then the guy says, oh, well, just send me your proposal and da-da-da-da, and we'll talk. Within 10 minutes, I emailed him my proposal, right? Because it was sitting in my email. I already had it all mocked up. It's already designed, my deck, my layout, and everything else. And within the next 2 months, I signed a book deal, right? First, I signed an agent contract. Then I signed a book deal in 6 months. And so what I would say is if you're serious about publishing with a major publisher, whether it's Thomas Nelson, whether it's Penguin, whether it's what's the other ones?
HarperCollins,
HarperCollins.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whether it's one of the big five or whether it's some of the smaller publishing, stay ready. Get your stuff out there. Have your proposal already done, laid out. Go connect with the influencers in your field because you're gonna need them for endorsements. Those publishing companies are gonna want to know how many people can you reach? What's your audience? And I would just say, and be prepared to really work. Once you launch a book, it is a work. It is a job. You is not just writing a book. You are launching a project. You are marketing it. You are on platforms. You're doing podcasts. It's a lot of work. And then you have to continue to grow your tribe to get the word out and continue to promote that work on a consistent basis.
No, that's great. And you've been able to do it on both levels. So I knew you had a great perspective on self-publishing and traditional publishing. I'd say the last thing, because I know you also have you had 2 other books